So the whole idea of software is that, I mean, the whole belief that people have of software is that more features means losing speed and losing file space, drive space, because everything becomes much bigger. So this is a single install of Visual Studio, the latest one, the 2026 one. And the whole program folder, I have only one installation, which is the latest one, is 6 gigabytes. Okay, and I know it comes with the compiler, it comes with the debugger and all that stuff. So you may be telling to yourself, again, erroneously, it justifies the amount of files and the file size. I think this is wrong, because I built a product in 3 years. This product Icarus started in 2024. So let's start it up, and I want to show you how fast it is. And before starting it, I want to actually put a constraint on it. So it's not cached. I'm going to start it with the whole SQL Lite code base. The whole SQL Lite code base, actually, let me open it with something that can view the amount of lines. So it's around 265,978 lines of code. If I drag it into Icarus, you want to see how fast it opens? Done. And this is all syntax highlighted. So if I can go down, it's all syntax highlighted. And all the symbols are, so I can go into the definition of some symbol, I can go into the declaration of some symbol, everything is instant. There's no delay between any type of motion. I can go page up until the beginning of the code base, and it will just work. I can also look for something into the file. Actually, I want to find all the references of YY shift, for example. Find references. Here they are, all the references. I can just go to them and scroll through them, and I won't lose any type of memory or speed. So now let's see something different. I'm gonna be starting Icarus and with an empty project. So I'm gonna create a new project. I'm gonna create a console application. You have templates. I forgot to tell you about that. I'm gonna create it my simple test app. And I'm gonna compile with the integrated compiler. So with Icarus, you have the option to build with Microsoft build tools, or you have the option to use the integrated compiler, which is just a modified version of TCC. And it's not, I mean, you'll never get to see it because it's all bundled inside the executable. It's all linked with it. So the author is just me. I'm gonna call it Giovanni. I forgot to press create. So let me create a main.c file. I'm gonna, and you see built in basically less than a millisecond, I don't know. And you can start debugging. It will show you a lot of things, which are the profile of the debugger. I mean, this view is really complex to see if you're not used to. But the debugging in TCC is really limited because it doesn't export PDB files, which are the debug symbol formats that MSVC compiler produces. So let's say you're using something. This was all done by the executable. I didn't run any external program. I just you can do everything from a single executable. I can also do a lot more with the debugger. So if I set a breakpoint, for example, on the player struct, and I want to see where the values of these structs, I can enable the watch view, the watch window, and I can input, for example, I want to know player, and I will get the player structure, and I will get, this is not yet been initialized. Now it's initialized. So now the values inside X and Y are filled with the actual values in memory. And this will work on any type of struct. I can also like add like db init and I get the address of that, or main and I get the address of that, or whatever else. So let's say we are this string, we want to see the value of this string, we can just type str and it says it's a car pointer. Well, we know that, but how do we get the actual string? So we can actually cast that. And you can see it's hello world. And again, this is done entirely in memory. You can toggle the views if you want your view to be a little simpler. If we add another tab here, so let me actually enable the file browser again. If I had to open pivot.h and I want to have pivot.c on a separate window, for example, I'm gonna hide the file browser and I'm gonna split. So now what I can do is just check things on two different angles, and if I want to type something here, I can type it here. If I want to type something here, I can type it here. Really easy. So you can change fonts. I'm gonna, for example, choose something like Consolas and will select that as a font. I can also increase or decrease the font size if I want. There's a shortcut for that. It's Ctrl- for decreasing and Ctrl+ for increasing. You can select, find, replace. If you want to have something professional, and I mean, you can do whatever. You can go buy it and you'll have a license for it forever. So if I push a new update, you're gonna have it forever. So that's, I mean, what do you want more than that?